The planet varies. 6 wasn't on any official star maps anymore. It had been stripped, abandoned, and left for dead after the mining wars ended 20 years ago. But still, the wilderness thrived, a brutal kind of life that clawed its way out of dust and bone. Captain Dane Rourke hadn't planned to land here. His ship, the Starhawk, had taken a meteor strike while crossing the outer belt, and he needed parts from the old mining sites. Just a quick salvage run, in and out. He brought a blaster, a tracking drone, and the kind of confidence that comes from years of surviving where others didn't. The desert stretched out before him. Blood-red soil under twin suns, heat shimmering like liquid glass. He was half a kilometer from the nearest wreck when he heard it, a scream, not human, higher-pitched, sharp, full of terror. Dane froze. Then he ran. Through the scrub and twisted metallic wreckage, he followed the sound to a shallow ravine, and what he saw there made him swear aloud. A woman, alien, backed against a jagged boulder, clutching a broken spear. Her skin shimmered faintly blue-silver, her eyes wide and luminous. 3 savage tusk boars, massive hairless beasts with armor hides, circled her, snorting and digging at the ground. One lunge. She swung the spear, hitting air. Dane didn't hesitate. He raised his blaster and fired. A bolt cracked through the air, striking the nearest beast square in the eye. It dropped with a howl. The other 2 turned, enraged, charging toward him instead. Come on, then. Dane growled, stepping forward. Another shot burned through one's flank. The last came barreling at him, tusks wide. He rolled aside, sand spraying, fired once more, missed, then drove his blade deep into its neck as it passed. When the dust settled, only silence remained. The alien woman stared, breathing hard, trembling. Dane wiped blood from his cheek. You're welcome. She blinked, clutching her side where a shallow cut bled dark blue. You are human. He grinned. Last time I checked. She hesitated, uncertain. Humans don't come to vary, 6. It is a cursed world. Tell that to my busted ship. He offered her a canteen. You're hurt. She eyed him warily but drank. You should go. The boar scent will bring more. They always hunt in packs. Then let's not stick around. He motioned to the ridge. My cruiser's nearby. You can rest there. For a moment, she looked ready to refuse. Then, with a faint limp, she nodded. Very well, human. But if you try to harm me. He smirked. You'll what? Throw that broken stick. Her lips twitched, the faintest ghost of a smile. I will make you regret underestimating a Zyrian. They reached the Starhawk just as the horizon began to darken with more movement. A dozen boars charging through the valley, drawn by the scent of blood. Inside, Dane shouted. The alien stumbled up the ramp, and he sealed the hatch just as the first beast slammed into the hull. The ship rattled. Another hit, then another. Dane dropped into the cockpit, hands flying over controls. Hold on. The thrusters roared to life. The ship lifted, shaking as tusks scraped along the plating. Then whoosh! They shot upward, leaving the ravine and beast behind. The alien woman gripped the co-pilot's chair, staring wide-eyed through the viewport. You fly like a madman. He laughed. Better than dying down there. When they broke through the cloud layer, Dane finally let out a breath. You got a name? Lyra, she said softly. Daughter of the Zyrian High Matron. He glanced at her sharply. Royalty? That explains the attitude. Her expression cooled. My ship crashed 2 nights ago. I was separated from my guards. I did not think anyone would come. Well, he said, adjusting the autopilot. You're lucky I'm terrible at minding my own business. Hours later, with the cruiser cruising above the canyons, Dane patched a wound on her side. Boar tusks carry infection. This should burn a little. She flinched. You use fire to heal? Pretty much, he said, pressing the sterilizer patch. It's old tech, but it works. Her eyes wandered around the cockpit. Tools, patch wires, empty ration packs. You live like a nomad. Bounty hunter, scavenger, courier, depends on the day, he said. Someone's got to keep the galaxy's junk moving. Among my people, Lyra murmured, a life of drifting is considered sacred. The stars are free, and so are those who follow them. He looked at her, curious. Never met an alien royal who talked like a philosopher. Lyra smiled faintly, perhaps because no one listens long enough. For a while, they flew in silence. Then his console beeped. Proximity alarm. Dane checked the radar. His eyes narrowed. Not good, he muttered. What is it? Boars weren't the only hunters down there. Someone's tracking your ship's distress beacon. 3 gunships inbound, vectoring fast. Lyra's blood ran cold. The Vrax hunters. They destroyed my escort. They want the heir of Xeria dead before the peace summit. Peace summit? Dane frowned. You're part of that alliance treaty thing between the inner worlds and the Xyrian Dominion? Yes, she said. If I die, the alliance dies with me. Then I guess we'd better make sure that doesn't happen. The first hunter ship appeared behind them, black and angular, spitting plasma bolts. The Starhawk jolted as energy fire hit the rear shields. Dane slammed a lever. Hold on, princess. I told you, I am not. Her words cut off as a ship dove, plunging through storm clouds. Dane grinned wildly, weaving through lightning as the gunships followed. Are you insane? She shouted. Statistically, yeah. He fired back with twin cannons, scoring 1 hit that sent a hunter ship spiraling into clouds. 2 left. The second closed in. They're locking missiles. Lyra warned. I see em. Dane pulled hard right. The ship screamed under strain. He flipped a switch, ejecting mining flares, left over from his salvage run. The missiles veered, confused by the heat, exploding harmlessly. Ah! Dane hooped. Still got it. The third gunship rose ahead of them, blocking escape. Forward cannons jammed, he muttered. Then ram them. Lyra said flatly. He blinked. What? In Xyrian war, we meet death head-on. I like living head-on better. But as plasma fire ripped through their side plating, he made his decision. Fine. You want bold? Hold on to something. He throttled up, charging straight toward the enemy ship. At the last second, he hit the maglock release on a damaged cargo bay door. It blew open, spewing debris. The hunter ship plowed into the wreckage. Explosions rocked the sky. Direct hit. Lyra gasped. Dane laughed breathlessly. Told you I'm good at flying like a madman. They landed hours later on an abandoned orbital dock above Veres 6. The stars stretched endless beyond the viewport. Dane leaned against the railing, exhausted. Lyra approached quietly, her expression softer now. You risked your life for me twice. He shrugged. You looked like you needed saving. In my culture, she said slowly, a life debt is sacred. When one saves another, our spirits are bound until it is repaid. He smirked. Guess I'll be expecting a royal paycheck then. Lyra's eyes glimmered with amusement. You misunderstand. Dane Rourke. It is not repaid with gold, but with purpose. You will have allies among the Xyrian Dominion. And me. Sound like a good deal. She stepped closer, looking out at the planet below. When I return home, the peace summit will proceed. The hunters will fail. But I will remember the human who saved me on Veres 6. He met her gaze. And if you ever need rescuing again, Lyra smiled faintly. I will know who to call. Weeks later, when Dane docked at the trade hub on Argon Prime, every broadcast screen blazed with the same headline. Xyrian matron's daughter survives assassination attempt. Human rescuer identified. He groaned. So much for keeping a low profile. But deep down, he didn't mind. He looked out at the stars and smiled. Somewhere out there, Lyra was alive, and a fragile piece held because of what they'd done. He keyed in new coordinates, leaning back in the pilot's chair. All right, Starhawk, let's find another mess to fix. The engines roared to life, and the cruiser streaked into the void, chasing Adventure Ankh.